Hello there, it's Charles Sonny Liston here. You make sure you subscribe to the Triple B, or I'ma come and find you, boy.
Yeah, I gotta say thanks, Sonny. Sonny, I really appreciate you back in the Triple B. Make sure you subscribe and like the video. I gotta say, Sonny never had a chance, man. He never had a chance in life. Even though obviously he was huge, could fight. He's one of 25 kids. Huh? He was a low IQ guy. He was used by the mafia as muscle. He was abused by the press. Yeah, he got up to apparently some bad stuff. But you know what? I mean, he didn't have the best start in life, which is not an excuse, by the way. But he was sweet to his wife. Geraldine Liston. Yeah. Although I've been reading a book. Called it's by a guy called Mark Cram. It's about Ali Frazier. And he asked Sonny, he's like, what would you do if you got $10 million? And he said, yeah, I'd seek out the best posse. I'd seek out the best posse in America and I'd smash it. So, to be honest, he's not like that different from most degenerates in this world. But yeah, I want to apologize for not doing any lives. I've been on the low. I've been feeling a little low. And I know my videos are not as good as they used to be, but I'll lift my quality again. You gotta understand, man. I do it for the fans like Ricky Ann, and I know I gotta do better. Now, I'm here to talk about the big fight this weekend. Yeah, it's gone under the radar. Jay Opetaia, I think I'm pronouncing it correctly. He's Maris Breidis Prescott. Now, you know what? Opetaia has gone under the radar. He's of Samoan and European Australian heritage, apparently. Now, people say it don't matter what his heritage is. Oh, yeah, why would you care? They're just people. I mean, of course it does, man. Everyone cares about the details in life and their own kind of community, someone's culture and background. Yeah, it's important. Yeah, everyone wants color. I mean, why do you think all these stupid magazines like Hello Magazine and these stupid newspapers exist? Because people want to know about people's backgrounds anyway. So Opetaia. Now, the reason this is very interesting, Opetaia vs. Maurice Breidis, is because it's gone under the radar. Breidis is kind of regarded as a top cruiserweight. His only loss is to Usyk on points. It was a majority decision. In his backyard, though, I thought Usyk won it clearly. But you know what? I mean, as I said, why are people not paying attention to this? This is a really interesting fight. Yeah? Boxing News. Boxing News, the UK boxing paper, who boasts that it's the best boxing paper in the world. They didn't even preview the fight. Can you imagine that? Huh? A world title fight between an up-and-coming prospect who's been unbeaten, very impressive, against the best cruiserweight in the world. But no, they won't preview it, yeah? Huh? Yeah. But they'll preview Lauren Price's debut, that she-male Olympic gold medalist, and they'll tell you how great she is, and she's so good. She's going to be hard to match, they said. Come on, man. They don't even mention Alejandra Ayala. I talked about Alejandra Ayala, yeah? How she got, despite the fact she had no business being in the ring with this woman, Hannah Rankin, yeah? And she got put in hospital and had 2 operations on the head. And apparently Boxing News don't think this is worth talking about. But it's worth talking about Lauren Price's debut and Caris Artinsel's debut, the 2 rug-munching twins. You believe that, man? I mean, Boxing News has no credibility. I blame that bumbleclot Matt Christie and his minions. Yeah? Now, they've been bought, obviously. They've been bought because they're not independent anymore, Boxing News. Boxing News is now a part... Can you hear my dog snoring? Yeah, man, he's tired, blood, but he's had a good day, blood. I took him out for a good walk. Anyway, so you know what? F Boxing News. I still got like a digital... I still got a digital, what's called subscription to them, but I look at it and I get excited Because when I was young, man, I would wait and wait and wait. And I'd go to get boxing news at the local newsagent, and it would be in rubbish paper. It would come off on your hands. There'd be bad pictures, but it was real. It was independent. And now it's just another part of the system. So, F boxing news, F Matt Christie and his weird face. A guy who's never even boxed. How can you talk about boxing when you've never been punched in the mouth? I don't know, man. It sounds stupid to me, man. Anyway, Jay Opetaia vs Maurice Breidis Prescott. That's not his real name, but every time I see Breidis, I think Breidis Prescott, who knocked out Amir Khan. Now, Jay Opetaia is a big prospect. He went to 2012 Olympics. That was the same Olympics where Gay Jay was gifted his gold medal after losing to Erislandy Savom, Roberto Creleli, and arguably Ivan Ditchko. He beat Zhang. He beat one guy out of four. But Opetaia went to the Olympics age 16, man. I think he got beat in the first round. But, 16, man, that's pretty awesome, man. He turned pro 3 years later, 2015. But mainly he's beaten up, if you look at his pro record, Australasian fighters. And Australasian fighters are not known for being boxers, especially the big guys, because they love their rugby, this kind of thing. They love their physical team sports. Boxing is not big in the Southern Hemisphere, but there's a lot of, quality guys have come out. David Tua, a lot of these guys have got like Samoan or like island backgrounds because they are big and can fight. But it's also like Jeff Fennick is probably the best one I can think of. Even Anthony Mundine. I don't like him. He's a bomberclut. But, he won a super middleweight title after being a professional, was it rugby player or something like that? So, whatever. It's not a big sport, man. And most of their big pay-per-view matches are rugby players fighting other bums. But anyway, so Opetaia seems different, though, man. He seems different, man. To me, right, he's got that Nazim Mohammed look, the way he fights. Without maybe the one-shot power. He's in and out. He's got that wide stance. Yeah, he's got accuracy. He's got punch variation. And he's stylish. He's very stylish. He had a good amateur career, although he didn't win anything big. But come on, man. He went to Olympics at 16 blood. Think about that, homeboy. He's 26 now. Yeah. His timing's good. And Maurice Breidis, and you got to imagine he's 37 now. Yeah. Okay. He gave Usyk a good fight. That's his only loss. But think about it, man. What's he done? Oh, he ironed out a former WBA heavyweight champion, in brackets, allegedly, Mahmoud Shah, a.k.a. Manuel Shah, who I like. Although I don't understand why these Germans always change their fighters' names, like, to make them more German. I mean, as if, like, what would that change, man? When they come in the ring, they're called, who's the guy? Felix Sperm. Yeah, his name's Adnan Katic from Serbia. Oh, there's somebody like, his name is Felix Sperm. He's got to be German. Come on, man. It's just kind of retarded, man. I'm sure the German people are not that retarded. They're not that stupid. Yeah, and Breidis, he seems like he's come to the end of his career. He's had a good career, but he's like, he had a tattoo on his leg done because asking Jake Paul to fight. A novice pro boxer who's a YouTuber, who's only had 5 fights, and what? Come on, man. He's tragic. He's hoping for as if Jake Paul is gonna be like, yeah, you know what? I fight Maurice Breidis, a world class boxer. Yeah, he's a totally different level. I mean, it's just crazy. It's crazy. But he had this stupid ass tattoo, and I think Breidis just looking for one last payday, and that's the key. Apart from Opetaia's talent, that's the key. Yeah? It happened in Australia, so that means Breidis will have some jet lag problems, and the home crowd will be like fully on Opetaia's side, obviously. So to me, it's a really interesting fight. Is it going to be the changing of the guard? Yeah. Is Opetaia? I mean, Opetaia, if he beats Prescott, what's his name? Maris Breidis, will become a big star in Australia. It doesn't mean much. Australia's a nation of 20 mil, and they're not that into boxing, right? They love many sports, but boxing is not one of the big ones over there. But you know what? Looking at Jay, I think he's got a chance. He's a 2-1 underdog, but he's in his backyard. Breidis is 37, right? He's very tough, Breidis. Very tough. I've always admired his toughness, but there must be some. He's looking for a payout. He's probably taking a good payday to come over to Australia, huh? Yeah. And I can't imagine his mind is totally on the ball, totally on the ball. And Opetaia, as I said, just from looking at him, he looks classy. He looks very classy. Good movement. He's a very natural boxer, a natural boxer. I believe it will be a 12-round fight. I believe Opetaia will edge it. That is my prediction. I think it's time for the young gun to put the old boy away. This is one of those classic, it's time for the crown to change. The old guys are too old and they will get a beat down from the young guys. That's what I think. But I'm surprised. I'm very, very disappointed it's got under the radar. No one talking about it. When it's potentially, it's a more or less even fight against an up and coming prospect with talent. Against an older guy who has established himself and is well respected. I don't know. And boxing news is pathetic. They haven't even covered this. Can you believe that? But they want to cover Lauren Price and Carice Artinstall first fight and tell us that it's one of the biggest debuts in the world. Do you believe that stuff? Pathetic.